Guess what really drives our understanding of planets? The Psyche mission, scheduled for launch in August 2022, is set to explore a fascinating target, the metallic asteroid Psyche. This asteroid is thought to be the leftover core of an ancient planet, and studying it could unlock the secrets of how planets formed billions of years ago. By analyzing Psyche's structure and composition, scientists hope to gain insights into the building blocks of planets and the processes that shaped our solar system. Imagine peering deep into the past and unraveling the mysteries of our cosmic neighborhood. This mission not only highlights the innovative spirit of space exploration, but also has the potential to revolutionize our knowledge of planetary science. As researchers gather data from Psyche, we might finally understand what makes up the heart of worlds like Earth. What will we discover together? Believe it or not, Alaska holds 3 unique titles. This incredible state is not just the largest in the US, it's also the most northern, eastern, and western state in the country. Its Arctic location makes it the northernmost state, where icy landscapes dominate and wildlife thrives in a rugged beauty. But wait, there's more. Alaska juts out into the Pacific Ocean, granting it the title of the westernmost state as well. You may be surprised to find out that part of Alaska actually crosses the 180-degree meridian, placing that portion of the state in the Eastern Hemisphere. Because of this fascinating geographical situation, Alaska earns the distinction of being the easternmost U.S. state too. This means if you're measuring from the mainland, Alaska stretches all across the globe, making it a truly unique part of America. How cool is that? Why exactly does most people don't know about Turkey's underground wonders? Hidden beneath the beautiful landscapes of Cappadocia lies Derinkuyu, the fascinating world's largest underground city. This astounding feat of ancient engineering provides a glimpse into how humans adapted to adversity. Conceived as a refuge during perilous times, Derinkuyu exhibits astonishing complexity, capable of accommodating up to 20,000 people along with their livestock and supplies. The underground city descends about 60 meters and features a labyrinth of homes, kitchens, and even chapels. Ingeniously designed air shafts bring in fresh air and natural light, creating an unexpectedly cozy atmosphere underground. To protect against invasions, massive stone doors can be rolled closed, securing the inhabitants' safety. Ventilation systems ensure that the air remains comfortable, allowing for long-term habitation even in stressful periods. Today, visitors can wander through its narrow passageways and expansive chambers, experiencing firsthand the resilience and creativity of those who once sought safety below ground. Derinkuyu stands as a remarkable testament to human determination, ingenuity, and the lengths to which we will go to survive. Discover the shocking waters of the Rio Tinto. This might surprise you. The Rio Tinto River in Spain flows with strikingly acidic waters, primarily because it's rich in heavy metals like iron, copper, and zinc. Its vibrant red and orange hues are not just beautiful, but also a testament to the extreme conditions that can exist on our planet. NASA has even studied the river as it mimics environments found on extreme planets like Mars. The extreme acidity, with a pH often lower than vinegar, creates a habitat that seems almost unlivable. However, some unique organisms thrive in this harsh environment, showcasing nature's resilience. By exploring the Rio Tinto, scientists gain insights that help us understand life beyond Earth. What can we learn from this extraordinary river and its unique ecosystem? Did you know the wandering albatross can fly 7,156 miles? This remarkable bird, known for its impressive wingspan that can reach up to 12 feet, holds the record for the longest solo flight without stopping. Imagine soaring through the skies for days without touching down. These magnificent seabirds can travel vast distances across oceans using a technique called dynamic soaring, which allows them to harness wind currents effectively. This skill helps them glide for hours, expending minimal energy. The wandering albatross often spends months flying over the Southern Ocean, searching for food like squid and fish, and can even fly thousands of miles without flapping its wings. The combination of their aerodynamics and the ability to read the winds makes them exceptional travelers of the air. If you ever think about the freedom of flight, picture a wandering albatross gliding effortlessly across the waves, covering distances that most of us could only dream of. Isn't nature just fascinating? Believe it or not, Greenland has a unique football league. The Greenlandic Football League is like no other, primarily due to the extreme weather conditions that players face. With the football season lasting only 6 days each year, athletes must prepare for temperatures that often plunge below -20 degrees Celsius. Imagine trying to play a game while battling biting cold winds and icy fields. This harsh climate presents significant challenges, not only for the players but also for organizing matches. Teams have to carefully plan their schedules to make the most of those fleeting 6 days when conditions are just right for a game. Despite these tough circumstances, the love for football remains strong in Greenland, showcasing the determination and passion of its players. Fans gather to support their teams, wrapped up in layers of clothing, celebrating the sport in a truly extraordinary setting. This unique league highlights not just the resilience of the players, but also the spirit of the community that comes together to experience the thrill of football in one of the world's coldest places. Have you ever wondered why most people don't know this? But buffets can be tricky. Heading to an all-you-can-eat buffet is often an exciting adventure, where endless food options promise delight. However, it's essential to assess whether you're truly getting your money's worth. Buffets tempt many diners with the allure of indulging in various dishes, but those of us who don't have the stomach capacity of a competitive eater might find ourselves overestimating our appetites. Most of us, after munching through a few servings, quickly realize we can only eat so much before feeling overly stuffed. This can lead to a frustrating scenario where you pay a flat rate for a feast you don't entirely enjoy. Additionally, the overwhelming selection can overwhelm our senses, tempting us to take more than we should, resulting in food wastage. It's disheartening to see the plates piled with leftovers that could have satisfied someone else. So before diving into those mountain-like servings of mashed potatoes or gigantic sushi towers, pause to consider the balance between satisfaction and excess that your stomach and wallet will appreciate. Did you know narwhals have a magical tusk? This fascinating feature is actually an enlarged tooth, predominantly found in male narwhals. Imagine a tooth that can reach astonishing lengths of up to 3 meters. But there's more to this tusk than just size. It boasts about 10 million nerve endings, making it incredibly sensitive. Scientists believe this sensory capability helps narwhals detect changes in their environment, including temperature, pressure, and even the salinity of the water. While most male narwhals display a single impressive tusk, some boast two. In contrast, a few individuals might have none at all. These mysterious sea creatures inhabit the icy waters of the Arctic, and their tusks have long been associated with legends and myths, often dubbed the unicorns of the sea. So next time you hear about these unique whales, remember their extraordinary tusks are more than just for show. They're vital tools in their underwater world. Curious about how these majestic animals thrive in freezing waters? Shocked by the electric catfish's power? The South American electric catfish, often called the bullfish, has an astonishing ability. It can produce electric shocks of up to 350 volts. This makes it one of the most electrifying creatures in the animal kingdom. Found mainly in the Amazon and Orinoco river basins, this fascinating fish uses its powerful electrical discharges for communication, navigation, and even hunting. It has specialized cells, known as electrocytes, that function like tiny batteries, allowing it to create and store electricity. When threatened or when it wants to stun its prey, the electric catfish releases a rapid burst of electricity that can immobilize smaller fish or deter larger predators. This capacity for generating electricity plays a crucial role in its survival in murky waters where visibility is low. Just imagine swimming in the rivers of South America and encountering such a powerful creature. Learning about the electric catfish not only showcases the wonders of nature, but also highlights the incredible adaptations animals have evolved to thrive in their environments. Dive into Australia's underground city of Cubber PD. This fascinating region, known for its extreme desert heat, is home to a unique way of living. The residents of Cubber PD have ingeniously built their homes in underground caves to escape the sweltering temperatures that can soar above 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. These underground dwellings offer a cool retreat, keeping the inhabitants comfortable while still providing a sense of community. Imagine walking through a bustling city, not in the sun, but beneath the surface, where you can find shops, schools, and even parks carved into the rock. Living in these caves not only helps people beat the heat, but also showcases their resourcefulness in adapting to harsh conditions. The area has turned into a vibrant hub, attracting curious travelers and researchers eager to learn about this remarkable lifestyle. So if you ever find yourself in Australia, wouldn't you want to explore this astonishing underground city? Did you know British royals can't give autographs? This fascinating rule helps protect the integrity of the monarchy. The British royal family, including figures like King Charles III and Prince William, strictly adheres to this guideline to prevent any misuse of their signatures. Imagine the chaos that could ensue if anyone could easily obtain an autograph. The risk of forgery would dramatically increase, leading to potential scams or misrepresentation. By avoiding autographs altogether, the royals maintain a level of security and keep their signatures exclusive. The importance of this rule goes beyond just signatures. It symbolizes the careful measures the monarchy undertakes to safeguard its image and legacy. Royals often interact with the public in other engaging ways, such as shaking hands or taking photos, fostering a connection without putting themselves at risk. So next time you see a royal in action, remember, their signature is off limits, but their spirit of connection is very much alive. Sleeping with cheetahs. Can you imagine? In an incredible display of trust and understanding, a man in South Africa has taken an extraordinary approach to connect with these magnificent creatures. By sleeping alongside cheetahs, he creates a bond that most people would only dream of. Cheetahs, known for their speed and grace, are often seen as wild and untamable. However, this unique relationship showcases the softer side of these big cats. The man spends time daily with the cheetahs, earning their trust through patience and consistency. He believes that by being present in their space, he can help them feel safe and secure. Imagine waking up to the gentle purring of a cheetah next to you. This process not only breaks down barriers, but also fosters a deeper understanding of their behavior and needs. Such unusual connections between humans and wild animals raise fascinating questions about how we can coexist with nature. Can our attitudes towards wildlife change if we take the time to understand them better? Did you know Washington never heard of dinosaurs? George Washington, the very first president of the United States, passed away in 1799 without ever knowing about these fascinating creatures. Dinosaurs, as we understand them today, weren't recognized by science until 1842 when British paleontologist Richard Owen coined the term dinosauria. Before that, fossils had been uncovered, but they were often mistaken for the remains of giants or mythical beasts. Imagine the surprise of scientists and the public alike when they finally realized these bones belonged to a completely different group of animals that roamed the earth millions of years ago. The study of dinosaurs transformed our understanding of history and evolution. Washington lived in a world where legends and myths explained the mysterious past, not the amazing science we have today. What might he have thought if he had known about the incredible story of dinosaurs? Hard to believe, but AT&T controlled your phone choices. Back in the day, AT&T had a tight grip on the telephone market, and they weren't shy about it. Before the company faced its antitrust breakup in 1982, they enforced strict rules that prevented customers from using phones made by other manufacturers. AT&T argued that allowing outside devices could harm their network's performance. Imagine being told which phone you could own simply because of the company you paid for service. This monopoly limited consumer options and stifled innovation in the phone industry. People had to choose from a limited selection of AT&T-approved models, which meant that creativity and design choices were left out of the equation. The breakup revolutionized the market, opening the door for competition and a wave of new technologies. Today, we enjoy a variety of devices from different companies, thanks to those changes made decades ago. Let's uncover the truth about Moji's journey. In a heartfelt tale, we meet Moji, an emotional English teacher whose passion for education shines through. Moji visits a vibrant village where she discovers that teaching is so much more than just sharing knowledge. It's about building connections. As she interacts with the villagers, she realizes that each person has a unique story to tell, and these stories enrich the classroom experience immensely. The children respond eagerly to Moji's lessons, not only because of the subject matter but also due to the genuine bonds formed. This visit emphasizes how essential community support is in education, reminding us that when teachers connect with students and their families, learning becomes a shared journey. Moji's experience illustrates that fostering these relationships can transform lives, inspire future generations, and ultimately create a stronger, more educated community. What lessons can we take from her story? Hard to believe, but Zulia has a stunning natural wonder. This region in Venezuela is home to an incredible atmospheric phenomenon known as the Catatumbo lightning. Situated where the Catatumbo River meets Lake Maracaibo, this extraordinary occurrence generates around 260 lightning strikes per hour on average, creating a spectacular light show that lasts for almost 10 hours each night. The unique geography of Zulia, with its warm air rising and colliding with the cooler air from the lake, forms the perfect conditions for this natural fireworks display. Not only is it a breathtaking sight for locals and tourists alike, but it's also a vital source of inspiration for the area's culture, folklore, and even art. Scientists are intrigued by the phenomenon, studying it to understand its impact on weather patterns and climate. Why does this incredible display happen, and how does it impact Zulia's ecosystem? Did you know walruses can sleep floating in water? These amazing marine mammals are not just strong and hefty, they are also highly adaptable when it comes to getting their much-needed rest. Walruses can snooze in various positions, whether they are lying comfortably on land or taking it easy while floating in the chilly Arctic waters. One of the coolest things about walrus sleeping habits is how they can lean on one another for support, forming cozy clusters that help them stay secure as they drift off. Researchers have even spotted them using their impressive tusks to hook onto ice floes, allowing them to catch some xians while suspended in the water. This clever ability to adapt helps walruses thrive in their harsh environment, showcasing their intelligence and resourcefulness. So, next time you think about walruses, remember how they've mastered the art of sleep. Prepare to be amazed by the Draco volans. This incredible little lizard from Southeast Asian forests has a spectacular ability to glide through the air. With its unique wing-like extensions formed from its ribs, covered by a thin membrane, the Draco volans can soar distances of up to 10 meters. This adaptation not only helps it escape predators, but also allows it to navigate its tree-dominated environment more easily. When it glides, the lizard spreads out its limbs to catch the air and steer itself, turning tree to tree with impressive skill. This amazing ability is a result of millions of years of evolution, allowing the Draco to thrive in its habitat where climbing is just as important as flying. So the next time you find yourself in a Southeast Asian forest, keep an eye out for this master of the skies. You just might witness one of nature's coolest aerial acrobats. Most people don't know this, but clean water is possible. The Drinkable Book is an innovative solution aimed at providing safe drinking water to communities that lack access to it. This unique book features pages that are not only filled with essential information on water purification, but are also crafted using advanced silver nanoparticles. By simply tearing out a page and immersing it in water, the filtration process begins, effectively removing harmful bacteria and contaminants. With about 100 pages in a single book, each tear-off sheet can purify up to 1,000 liters of water. This means that a single book can potentially provide fresh drinking water for an entire family for months. The Drinkable Book empowers individuals by giving them a practical tool to combat waterborne diseases and promote health. As innovative solutions like this become more widespread, they could greatly reduce the number of people suffering from water-related illnesses worldwide. Could something as simple as a book change lives and create a healthier future? Is it really true that sleepwalkers can drive? It sounds wild, but many sleepwalkers perform complex tasks while they're still asleep. These tasks can range from walking around their home to preparing a meal, and in some rare cases, even driving a car. What's fascinating is that sleepwalkers often have their eyes wide open, yet they're caught in a dreamlike state, completely unaware of their actions. This phenomenon occurs during a stage of deep sleep called non-REM sleep, where the brain is engaged in physical activity but remains disconnected from conscious awareness. Imagine waking up the next day with no memory of navigating the kitchen or even the road. This peculiar ability allows sleepwalkers to move around their environment effortlessly, almost like autopilot. However, it raises important safety concerns, especially when it involves driving. To ensure safety, it's crucial for sleepwalkers to have appropriate precautions in place, like sleeping in secure environments. How do you think we can help those who sleepwalk stay safe? Prepare to be amazed by Genie the exotic pet. Genie, like many fascinating animals, showcases the special challenges of keeping such creatures at home. While exotic animals may look appealing, caring for them is not as simple as it seems. For instance, Genie requires a specific diet and habitat to thrive, mirroring the conditions found in her natural environment. Each exotic pet has unique needs, and novice owners often underestimate the complexity involved. It's not just about providing food and water. Lighting, temperature, and space play critical roles too. This means potential pet owners need to do thorough research and planning. Without proper care, these pets can become stressed or unhealthy, which is not what anyone wants. So if you're considering an exotic pet like Genie, are you ready to meet the challenge head-on? Guess what really drives cycad evolution? A major genetic study has uncovered something surprising about cycads, those fascinating plants often referred to as living fossils. For a long time, many believed these ancient trees had existed in their current form for millions of years, but it turns out they are relatively young, having emerged only 12 million years ago. This revelation reshapes our understanding of plant evolution. It suggests that even species we thought were timeless can still undergo significant changes and adaptations. Cycads flourished during the age of dinosaurs, and today they live in diverse environments, from tropical rainforests to arid landscapes. Their resilience and unique characteristics make them a crucial part of the world's botanical heritage. So why did it take so long for scientists to realize their true age? This discovery opens new doors to studying the complex history of life on Earth. Is it really true that Enceladus is a water wonder? In 2023, the James Webb Space Telescope made a stunning discovery by capturing an eruption of water vapor from a geyser on Saturn's intriguing moon, Enceladus. This geyser blasted water 6,000 miles into space, revealing just how dynamic this icy moon can be. Scientists believe that these eruptions play a crucial role in contributing material to Saturn's stunning rings. The water vapor from Enceladus isn't just a spectacular sight, it also contains vital information about the moon's subsurface ocean. Exploring this watery world helps researchers understand the potential for life beyond Earth and the complexities of our solar system. As they continue to study this fascinating moon, the question of how else Enceladus might surprise us remains. Who wouldn't be excited about learning more about this remarkable celestial body? What makes Liechtenstein so unique and safe? This tiny European country is not only one of the smallest in the world, but it's also known for its incredible safety and serene way of life. Many residents live with their doors unlocked, reflecting the trust and peace that permeate this charming nation. During World War I, Liechtenstein showcased its distinctive spirit when it sent a small army of just 80 men to guard its borders. This quirky mission took an unexpected turn. Instead of encountering conflict, the soldiers made a new friend along their patrol and returned home with an additional member in their ranks. This friendly tale highlights Liechtenstein's character, where safety and camaraderie flourish even in challenging times. Whether it's its breathtaking mountains or close-knit community, this little country reminds us that sometimes the smallest places have the biggest stories. With such a unique history and a tranquil lifestyle, who wouldn't want to learn more about Liechtenstein? Here's a wild fact about language translation. The Google Pixel Buds and WT2 Plus have revolutionized how we communicate by allowing real-time translation in over 40 languages. Imagine having a conversation in a foreign country without ever stumbling over a word. These clever earbuds use advanced artificial intelligence to listen to spoken words and instantly translate them, making conversations flow seamlessly across different languages. This technology is a game changer for travelers exploring new cultures and international professionals working in diverse teams. Forget about awkward gestures or translation apps. With these earbuds, fluid dialogue is just a whisper away. As exciting as this is, it also raises interesting questions about how technology is shaping our understanding of language and the way we connect with each other. Will these devices redefine how we interact globally? With tools like these, the world feels a bit smaller, fostering connections that might have once seemed impossible. Here's a wild fact about drunk driving history. It all began way back in the late 19th century when George Smith faced a hefty penalty for being the first person ever convicted of drunk driving in London. In 1897, this unusual incident involved Smith crashing his horse-drawn cab into a building, a crash that led to a 25-shilling fine. This amount was significant at the time, highlighting how society was starting to recognize the dangers posed by impaired driving. As automobiles began to emerge, the issue of drunk driving became even more critical, leading to stricter laws and public awareness campaigns over the decades. Today, organizations work tirelessly to prevent drunk driving and save lives. But it's interesting to think that these efforts have historical roots tracing back more than a century. What do you think about the evolution of these laws? Let's uncover the truth about fish and sea urchins. In the underwater world of Lanzar, small fish have a clever survival strategy that involves forming friendships with sea urchins. These spiky creatures offer more than just a home. They provide crucial protection and a steady food supply. When small fish swim close to sea urchins, they benefit from the urchin's tough exterior, which keeps predators at bay. In return, fish often nibble on algae and tiny organisms that cling to the urchins, helping keep their partners clean. This mutual relationship highlights the interconnectedness of marine life. By sticking close to sea urchins, these small fish gain not only safety, but also find a reliable source of nutrients. So next time you think about marine ecosystems, remember the fascinating teamwork between small fish and sea urchins that showcases nature's amazing balance. How many more unique partnerships like this exist under the sea? Have you seen the beauty of Mara Salt Flats? The Mara Salt Flats, located in the sacred valley of the Incas near Cusco, Peru, are truly a sight to behold. These remarkable flats are famous for their unique geometric patterns, which are crafted by a method called evaporation terraces. As water from underground springs flows into small terrace pools, it gradually evaporates, leaving behind brilliant white salt. This intricate mosaic of salt creates stunning color contrasts, especially during sunset when the sky turns vivid hues of orange and pink. The vibrant colors reflect off the salt crusts, producing a breathtaking natural artwork that many travelers and photographers can't resist capturing. The salt flats not only serve as a striking visual experience, but also hold historical significance for the Incas, who skillfully managed these terraces for salt production. If you ever find yourself in Peru, a visit to the Mara Salt Flats is an unforgettable adventure that combines nature's beauty with rich cultural history. This might surprise you. St. Martin's Day croissants. On November 11th each year, Poznan, Poland, comes alive with the sweet aroma of freshly baked St. Martin's croissants. This delicious pastry filled with white poppy seeds and nuts is at the heart of the festivities. People eagerly line up to enjoy these treats, which are not only tasty but also symbolize the city's rich cultural heritage. The day kicks off with colorful parades showcasing local traditions, music and dance, making it a vibrant celebration for everyone. Families and friends gather to share these delightful pastries while learning about the history of St. Martin's Day. It's a joyful occasion that highlights community spirit, where the act of baking and sharing croissants brings people together. Next time you're in Poznan on this special day, don't miss the chance to take part in this sweet celebration. How will you join the fun? Guess what really drives language in America? During World War I in 1917, the U.S. government kicked off a campaign urging citizens to speak American to foster national unity. This effort discouraged the use of foreign languages, which were prevalent due to the country's diverse immigrant population. The government believed that promoting a single language would strengthen the nation during challenging times. This campaign showed how language can be a powerful tool for unity, but also revealed the difficulties of forcing cultural assimilation in such a mixed society. While the movement eventually lost steam, it raised important questions about identity and belonging. Should people have to give up their native languages to feel like they belong? This discussion continues today, highlighting the balance between national unity and cultural diversity. Can you imagine that photographs once didn't exist? In the 1830s, a talented inventor named Louis Daguerre changed the way we capture memories forever. He developed a groundbreaking method to capture light on silver-coated copper plates, which led to the creation of the first real photographs. Before this innovation, people relied on paintings and sketches to remember special moments, but Daguerre's technique allowed for the preservation of images in a more realistic and accessible way. This process involved exposing the plates to light, which would create a stunning image that could be viewed for generations to come. Daguerre's invention opened the door to the world of photography, enabling everyone to document their lives, from family portraits to breathtaking landscapes. Imagine flipping through old albums filled with these early photographs, each telling a story and bringing the past to life. How incredible is it to think that a single invention could change the way we remember? What if I told you broccoli is a superfood? This green veggie is part of the Brassicaceae family, which also includes other nutritious members like cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, kale, and collard greens. These are known as cruciferous vegetables and are celebrated for their impressive health benefits. Broccoli stands out among them due to its wealth of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Eating broccoli can support heart health, improve digestion, and lower the risk of certain cancers, making it an excellent choice for a balanced diet. While some people may find its taste a bit strong or bitter, broccoli is super versatile. You can enjoy it steamed, roasted, or even raw in salads. Plus, when paired with tasty sauces or seasonings, it can become a favorite in any meal. Whether you're a veggie lover or just warming up to greens, incorporating broccoli into your meals is an easy way to boost your nutrition. Are you ready to add this superfood to your plate? Why exactly does the Great Pyramid of Giza fascinate us? This incredible structure, built between 2580 and 2560 BC as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu, stands as a testament to ancient Egypt's architectural prowess. For over 3,800 years, it held the title of the tallest man-made structure in the world. Many people picture the pyramids as the result of slave labor, but recent discoveries show that skilled, paid workers crafted these wonders. Evidence like graffiti, tools, and even bread left behind gives us a glimpse into their daily lives, making the story of the pyramid's construction much more relatable and humane. The Great Pyramid is not just a burial site, it reflects the incredible dedication, creativity, and organization of the ancient Egyptians. With its perfect alignment and massive stones, this monument continues to amaze archaeologists and tourists alike. Isn't it awe-inspiring to think about the lives of those who built it? Did you know sleep deprivation can trick your brain? When we don't get enough sleep, our brains can experience something fascinating called microsleeps. These are brief moments of sleep that can last just a few seconds, and they occur without us even realizing it. Microsleeps are the brain's way of taking a quick break to preserve vital functions. When you're running on empty, like during an all-nighter or a stressful week, your brain can flicker in and out of reality, sometimes even while you're doing something important, like driving or working. This protective measure might seem like a strange response, but it highlights how essential sleep is for our cognitive function. In fact, a lack of proper sleep can impact your attention, memory, and decision-making. Next time you feel foggy-headed, remember that your brain is battling to keep you functioning even in those tiny moments of shut-eye. Why not prioritize a good night's sleep? Prepare to be amazed by staged reality TV calls. In many popular reality TV shows, Those intense phone calls you see aren't as spontaneous as they appear. Filmmakers often stage and carefully edit these conversations to create the illusion of authenticity. This means that what viewers perceive as real emotional moments are actually crafted in a way that heightens drama and storyline. Producers then stitch together various takes and responses, manipulating timing and context to make it seem like a natural exchange. This approach keeps audiences engaged and often leads to more captivating television, but it raises questions about the true nature of reality in these shows. Are we really getting an honest glimpse into people's lives, or is it all just a well-rehearsed performance? Reality TV cleverly plays with our expectations, transforming ordinary phone calls into high-stakes drama, but at what cost to genuine connection? Believe it or not, ice and sawdust could fly. During World War II, the U.S. Navy had a wild idea called Project Habakkuk, which aimed to create an aircraft carrier made from a surprising mixture of ice and sawdust. The concept was fascinating. By freezing this unique combination, they could potentially build large structures that were both lightweight and strong. Imagine a massive carrier floating on the ocean, made almost entirely of ice. However, keeping such a structure cold enough on the high seas turned out to be a monumental challenge. The constant need for refrigeration rendered the project impractical, as it would require immense resources and technology not readily available at the time. Ultimately, despite the creativity behind Project Habakkuk, the Navy decided to abandon this icy dream, leaving us to wonder what might have been had they pulled it off. Hard to believe, but bleeding heart flowers can attract hummingbirds. These stunning plants are famous for their charming pink heart-shaped blooms, which seem to drip with droplets, creating a whimsical look in gardens. Thriving in shady and cooler spots, they can adapt to a range of soil types, making them a favorite for gardeners. Beyond their beauty, bleeding hearts play an essential role in supporting local wildlife, especially bees and hummingbirds, adding important biodiversity to your garden. Interestingly, the plant contains natural toxins that keep hungry herbivores at bay, helping it flourish without being nibbled away. Their unique shape and coloration have earned them a place in various cultures as symbols of love and compassion. So if you're looking to spruce up your garden, consider planting these delightful flowers, which not only brighten your space, but also invite some lively visitors. Prepare to be amazed by the origins of dollar. The term dollar comes from the Dutch word daler, used in the Caribbean and New Amsterdam between 1600 and 1800. But wait, there's more. This intriguing name traces back even further to a German currency called the Joachimsthaler, which dates back to the 1300s. The Joachims were silver coins minted in the town of Joachimsthal, present-day Czech Republic. As trade blossomed across cultures, the daler became a popular term for currency in new settlements. As English speakers began to adopt it, daler morphed into dollar, which we know today. Isn't it fascinating how a word travels through time and places, transforming along the way? So next time you see a dollar bill, remember its colorful journey from Europe to the Americas. Why exactly does battery life matter for fast charging? In our fast-paced world, a phone that charges in just 1 minute seems like a dream come true. But what if it only lasts for an hour? This situation is similar to a caffeinated sprinter speeding ahead before crashing. Scientists are working on aluminum batteries to solve this energy dilemma, hoping to achieve quick charging times without sacrificing longevity. Aluminum batteries hold promise because they can potentially charge faster and be more environmentally friendly than traditional lithium-ion batteries. However, creating a battery that balances rapid energy delivery with a long lifespan remains a challenge. If scientists crack this code, not only could our gadgets run longer on a single charge, but they would also minimize our reliance on continual charging throughout the day. Is it possible to have the best of both worlds in battery technology? Did you know babies triple their weight in a year? This incredible transformation happens during the first 12 months of life, where a newborn can double their weight by just 4 to 6 months. To fuel this rapid growth, infants need around 100 calories for every kilogram they weigh each day. That's a lot of energy for such tiny bodies. Most of this nourishment comes from breast milk or formula, which provide all the essential nutrients they need to thrive. But it's not just their physical size that's changing. Their brains are undergoing a major growth spurt too. By their first birthday, a baby's brain has nearly doubled in size, reaching about 60% of its adult weight. This period is crucial not just for body growth, but also for mental development, setting the stage for future learning and skills. How amazing is it that such small beings can achieve so much in just 1 year? How heavy is a teaspoon of neutron star material? 1 teaspoon of neutron star material weighs over 1 trillion kilograms, which is more than the total weight of every single human being on Earth combined. This mind-boggling weight stems from the immense density of neutron stars, which are remnants of massive stars that have exploded in supernova events. After the explosion, what remains is a core primarily made up of neutrons, squeezed into an incredibly small radius, about the size of a city. To give you an idea of just how dense this is, if all of humanity were to be compressed into a space the size of a sugar cube, we would weigh less than a single teaspoon of neutron star material. It's like imagining every one of us crammed into something tiny and heavy, highlighting the strange yet fascinating nature of the universe. So when you think about the weight of a neutron star, just remember, that small amount of material is not only extraordinarily heavy, but also a powerful reminder of how different the cosmos is from our everyday experiences. Let's uncover the truth about the Hamza River. Deep beneath the Amazon River, approximately 2.5 miles underground, flows this astonishing hidden river. The Hamza River is not only massive, but also wider and saltier than its famous surface counterpart, the Amazon. Discovered through advanced geological surveys, this underground waterway challenges our preconceptions about South America's hydrological systems. It moves at an incredibly slow pace, making it invisible from the surface. Yet it plays a vital role in the region's geology and ecosystem. This remarkable finding reminds us that even in the most studied places on Earth, like the Amazon basin, there are untold secrets waiting to be uncovered. As we explore the world beneath our feet, what other mysteries might we find lurking in the depths? Believe it or not, ducks have wild mating strategies. Male ducks, known as drakes, can be surprisingly aggressive during mating season. Sometimes they even form gangs that may harass female ducks, causing harm in their quest for mating rights. In an amazing twist of evolution, female ducks have developed corkscrew-shaped reproductive tracts with dead ends. This unique design helps them control which males get to fertilize their eggs. When a female encounters multiple male suitors, she can choose to block or allow entry based on her preferences. This fascinating situation showcases the balance of power in the animal kingdom and highlights the brilliant adaptations animals can develop in response to challenges. So next time you see a duck, think about the clever strategies at play in their world of love and survival. Here's a wild fact about penguins. Did you know that a group of penguins is called a colony? These fascinating birds often come together in large numbers, especially during breeding seasons. This gathering serves multiple purposes. Not only is it a way for them to find mates, but it also offers safety in numbers. In the chilly environments where many penguins live, like Antarctica, being part of a colony helps protect against predators and harsh weather. While huddling together, they keep each other warm and take turns being on the outer edges of the group, where the cold wind hits hardest. Colonies can be quite massive, with thousands of penguins congregating, creating a lively scene of honking and flapping wings. So next time you see these adorable waddlers on screen or in books, remember their social life. A colony is more than just a group. It's a survival strategy. Guess what really drives baby feeding success? Until around 5 months of age, babies have a unique ability to breathe and swallow at the same time. This fascinating skill comes from their larynx being positioned higher in the throat, which is specially adapted for feeding. This clever design lets newborns nurse without having to pause for breath, ensuring they get the nutrition they need without interruptions. Imagine how tough it would be if babies had to stop every few seconds to breathe. This feature acts as a crucial survival mechanism, allowing infants to get enough milk from their mothers while still being able to breathe safely. As babies grow and develop, their larynx descends, making it necessary for them to learn to coordinate swallowing and breathing separately. This transformation marks an important stage in their growth, as they begin to explore solid foods and the world around them. You might be shocked to learn that Mali struggles. Despite its vibrant culture and history, Mali is among the poorest countries in the world. With bustling markets, diverse traditions, and stunning landscapes, one would expect prosperity, yet around 70% of Mali's population survives on less than $1 a day. This stark reality paints a different picture, highlighting widespread poverty and economic challenges. Only a mere 10% of the people earn more than $2 a day, making it difficult to afford basic necessities like food, clean water, and healthcare. This situation has deep roots in decades of political instability, conflict, and climate change, which have hindered economic growth and development. The people of Mali are incredibly resilient, working hard to improve their lives and communities. However, without significant support and sustainable solutions, it remains tough for many Malians to escape this cycle of poverty. Did you know about arteriovenous malformations? An arteriovenous malformation, or AVM, is a complex web of blood vessels that can form in the brain and often goes unnoticed for years. Many people with an AVM don't show any symptoms until it's too late. Without warning, an AVM can rupture, leading to serious issues like sudden bleeding, stroke, or even death. This alarming condition contributes to about 2% of strokes in young adults, making it crucial to understand. Some individuals may eventually experience headaches or neurological symptoms, prompting doctors to perform scans that reveal the AVM. If diagnosed early, there can be treatment options, including surgery. However, the hidden nature of AVMs makes them particularly dangerous. Awareness is key. Knowing the signs can save lives. Are you prepared to learn more about this mysterious brain condition? Believe it or not, Hutuan village is a ghost town. Once bustling with over 2,000 residents, this village in China faced severe isolation that cut off access to education and food supplies. As years passed, this lack of connectivity took its toll, and by 1994, most of the villagers had left, leading to a near-complete abandonment of Hutuan. With nature reclaiming the landscape, the village transformed into a hauntingly beautiful sight, drawing the attention of adventurous travelers and curious tourists. Now the crumbling homes and overgrown paths tell stories of the past, whispering about the lives that once filled the area with laughter and community. Visitors to Hutuan can explore this unique blend of history and nature, experiencing a place frozen in time. As you walk through the village, you might find yourself pondering the challenges faced by those who once lived here. Hutuan serves as a powerful reminder of how connectivity shapes our communities and the impact when it's lost. Did you know that aliens once caused real panic? In 1938, a radio broadcast of H.G. Wells' gripping story, War of the Worlds, sent shockwaves across America. Many listeners tuning in mid-program believed they were hearing actual news of an alien invasion instead of a dramatized performance. This confusion led to widespread panic, with people fleeing their homes and calling emergency services in a frenzy. The incident revealed just how powerful mass media can be, as it transformed a fictional narrative into a reality for thousands. It sparked discussions about media responsibility and the public's susceptibility to sensational news. The impact was so profound that it made the radio broadcast one of the most famous examples of mass hysteria in history. It's fascinating to think about how easily fiction can blur the lines with reality, especially in today's world of misinformation. What lessons can we learn from this event? Here's something incredible about James Fallon's brain. Neuroscientist James Fallon made a jaw-dropping discovery during his research into psychopathy. While examining brain scans for patterns associated with psychopathic behavior, he found that his own brain scan matched the profile of people with these tendencies. This revelation was not just alarming, it forced Fallon to confront the unsettling idea that he shared traits commonly linked to psychopathy, such as a lack of empathy and impulsive behavior. Fallon had always been a champion of mental health awareness, yet this shocking discovery led him on a journey of self-exploration. He began to investigate the environmental and genetic factors that influence behavior, wondering how much nature versus nurture shaped his mind. His findings not only challenged traditional views on psychopathy, but also raised profound questions about identity. Can a person with such traits still contribute positively to society? Imagine an olive tree living for 1,500 years. These remarkable trees are not just a source of tasty olives, they're symbols of endurance and resilience, thriving in challenging conditions. Some olive trees found in ancient groves still bear fruit today, showcasing their impressive durability. It's fascinating to think about the history these trees have witnessed. Olive trees grow in hot, dry climates, often requiring very little water, which makes them perfect for regions with limited rainfall. Their roots dig deep into the earth, allowing them to survive and adapt over centuries. Ancient olive groves serve as living monuments, reminding us of the civilizations that first cultivated them, such as the Greeks and Romans. These trees have become entwined with cultural traditions, myths, and even art, symbolizing peace and strength. So next time you enjoy a drizzle of olive oil on your salad or a savory olive on your pizza, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey of these ancient trees that have stood the test of time. Did you know where carbon really comes from? Although carbon is one of the most abundant elements in the universe, it didn't appear during the Big Bang. Instead, it takes a journey through time and space, forming in the hearts of dying stars. When these stars reach the end of their life cycle, they undergo a process called stellar nucleosynthesis. In this process, helium atoms fuse together under intense heat and pressure to create heavier elements, including carbon. When these stars eventually explode in spectacular supernova, they scatter carbon and other elements across the universe. This cosmic recycling is crucial. It not only enriches the gas and dust clouds that form new stars and planetary systems, but it also provides the building blocks for life as we know it on Earth. So the next time you think about carbon, remember this stellar origin story. This might surprise you. Potatoes were feared in Europe. When potatoes first arrived on the continent in the late 16th century, people were suspicious of this new food. Many believed that eating potatoes could lead to diseases like leprosy or cause other health issues. This negative view was fueled by their strange appearance, resembling the roots of some poisonous plants. However, everything began to change thanks to the efforts of a brave pharmacist named Antoine-Augustin Parmentier. He tirelessly promoted the potato, showcasing its nutritional benefits and even hosting public dinners where people could taste delicious potato dishes. Gradually, the public started to see potatoes in a new light, celebrating them as a valuable food source. Today, we can't imagine our meals without them, and they are essential to cuisines around the world. Can you believe how misunderstood they were at first? Prepare to be amazed by diamonds raining on Neptune. Scientists believe that on the distant planets Neptune and Uranus, it literally rains diamonds. This astonishing phenomenon happens because these ice giants have extreme pressures and temperatures deep within their atmospheres. Under such harsh conditions, carbon atoms, which are abundant in these planets, can crystallize beautifully into diamonds. Although we currently lack the technology to visit these remote worlds, researchers on Earth have conducted experiments simulating the intense conditions found on Neptune and Uranus. In these lab settings, they have succeeded in creating tiny diamonds, proving that nature can create some truly spectacular gems in outer space. Imagine the view of shimmering diamonds falling through the clouds of a distant planet, a dazzling display that makes our earthly treasures seem small by comparison. Discovering more about these ice giants not only expands our understanding of the universe, but also ignites our imagination about what else might be out there in the cosmos. Let's uncover the truth about expressive dog eyebrows. Did you know that our furry friends, dogs, have evolved to have more expressive eyebrows? This remarkable change is largely due to artificial selection by humans. Over generations, humans have preferred dogs that can show a wider range of emotions through their facial expressions. Studies suggest that dogs with more pronounced eyebrow movements are better at communicating their feelings, making them more appealing companions. For instance, those adorable puppy dog eyes can tug at our heartstrings, helping dogs secure more treats and love. This unique adaptation not only enhances their ability to connect with us, but also strengthens the bond between humans and dogs. As we continue to live alongside these amazing animals, it's fascinating that their eyebrow expressions have become a key part of their charm. Can you imagine life without those expressive faces? Did you know Mars is smaller than Earth? Mars has a diameter that's just 53% of Earth's, making it the second smallest planet in our solar system, right after Mercury. While Earth measures around 12,242 kilometers across, Mars comes in at about 6,779 kilometers. This size difference is fascinating because it influences many characteristics of the planet. For instance, Mars has less gravity, which means you would weigh significantly less if you stood on its surface. Despite being smaller, Mars boasts a stunning landscape of mountains, valleys, and even the largest volcano in the solar system, Olympus Mons. These features make Mars a prime candidate for exploration and study as scientists seek to understand its history and potential for hosting life. Could we one day call Mars home, or at least visit it as tourists? Ever wondered about Poland's enchanted pine forest? Near the village of Grafino, there's a unique site that captivates visitors, a forest filled with about 400 pine trees, each sporting a peculiar 90-degree bend at the base of their trunks. These trees are all mysteriously oriented toward the north, creating a stunning visual effect that sparks curiosity and speculation. What caused this strange phenomenon? Some theories suggest that human intervention, such as the bending of the trees by early lumberjacks, might be responsible. Others believe that the unusual shape could result from natural forces like snow or strong winds. Whatever the cause, the forest has become a popular attraction for nature lovers, photographers, and adventure seekers eager to unravel this botanical mystery. Imagine wandering through this enchanted landscape, each tree telling its own story of the past. Could this forest hold secrets waiting to be discovered? What if I told you sparrows sparked a famine? In the late 1950s, Chairman Mao Zedong launched the Four Pests campaign in China to combat pests like rats, flies, mosquitoes, and sparrows. At first glance, this might seem like a good initiative, but it had disastrous consequences. Sparrows, for instance, were targeted because they were considered a threat to crops. However, without sparrows, the insect population skyrocketed. As pests flourished unchecked, the agricultural landscape grew increasingly unstable. This ecological imbalance contributed to the Great Chinese Famine from 1959 to 1961, which tragically resulted in the deaths of an estimated 15 to 30 million people. This campaign serves as a stark reminder of how intervention in nature can lead to unforeseen consequences. Would a different approach have saved lives and maintained ecological balance? Here's something incredible about Carl Linnaeus. The Swedish botanist Carl Linnaeus revolutionized the world of science by developing the system we use to name living organisms today. This system, known as binomial nomenclature, gives every species a unique two-part name, helping scientists communicate more effectively. But Linnaeus is more than just a name in textbooks. He is regarded as the type specimen for Homo sapiens, meaning his remains serve as a crucial reference point for defining our species. This unique distinction emphasizes how much we owe to Linnaeus for laying the groundwork in taxonomy, which helps categorize all life forms on Earth. His contributions are still acknowledged and utilized in modern biology. So next time you're studying plants or animals, remember that Linnaeus's legacy is living on through the names we use every day. This might surprise you. A lotus in the sky? The Grand Lisboa in Macau, China, is an extraordinary skyscraper that grabs attention with its stunning design inspired by a golden lotus flower. Towering at 856 feet and featuring 47 floors, this architectural marvel is not just a visual delight, but also serves as a luxury hotel and an exclusive casino. The building's shimmering gold facade reflects both sunlight and the vibrant spirit of Macau, making it stand out in the city's skyline. Visitors flock to experience its opulent interiors, where every detail, from the plush furnishings to the grand chandeliers, exudes elegance. Beyond its beauty, the Grand Lisboa also symbolizes success and prosperity, drawing tourists and high rollers alike. Have you ever seen a building that looks like a flower reaching for the sky? Believe it or not, Alaska is the biggest state in America. This incredible land is not just a little larger than the others. It actually surpasses the combined area of Texas, California, and Montana. That means if you took all those states and added them together, you would still need extra space to fit in Alaska. Covering over 663,000 square miles, Alaska is roughly twice the size of Texas, which is the second largest state. The vastness of Alaska includes towering mountains, deep valleys, and expansive forests. It's home to stunning natural wonders like Denali, the highest peak in North America. With its extreme climate and diverse wildlife, including moose, bears, and sea otters, Alaska offers adventures like no other state. Imagine being able to explore glaciers, watch the northern lights, and experience vibrant local cultures, including the rich heritage of Native Alaskans. Size really does matter when it comes to Alaska. So how many amazing things do you think could fit into its vast wilderness? Why do animals show autistic traits too? It's fascinating to think that certain traits associated with autism aren't just found in humans. Many animals, from dogs to dolphins, can exhibit behaviors similar to those seen in people on the autism spectrum. These include repetitive actions, like a dog chasing its tail, or peculiar social interactions, such as a cat that prefers solitude over playtime. Studies suggest that just like in humans, these behaviors may point to different neurological wiring. For instance, some researchers are now investigating whether these traits could help us understand autism better in both species. This raises interesting questions. Are the reasons behind these similarities rooted in evolutionary biology? Or could they help us develop better care for both human and animal companions? Exploring these connections could enrich our understanding of not only autism, but also the unique behaviors that exist in the animal kingdom. Did you know Barbie's real name is Barbara Millicent Roberts? This iconic doll is much more than just a fashionable toy. She has a full backstory that many people might not know. Created by Ruth Handler and launched in 1959, Barbie quickly became a cultural phenomenon. Her full name sparked curiosity among fans, as it hints at her secret identity as a young woman from the fictional town of Willows, Wisconsin. Over the years, Barbie has taken on more than 200 careers, showcasing her as a doctor, astronaut, president, and even a rock star. This diverse range of roles shows that she can inspire many children to dream big and explore various possibilities. Moreover, Barbie's character has evolved with the times, reflecting changes in society and encouraging conversations about gender roles and self-empowerment. So whether you're a dedicated collector or just someone who played with Barbie as a child, her unique identity and numerous adventures continue to make her a beloved symbol of imagination and empowerment. What new role do you think she should tackle next? Did you know that aliens might be watching us? This intriguing idea is known as the zoo hypothesis. It suggests that advanced extraterrestrial civilizations could be deliberately avoiding contact with humanity to observe us from a distance, much like how we watch animals in a wildlife preserve. Imagine advanced aliens, equipped with technology far beyond our understanding, carefully studying our behaviors and societies without disturbing us. They could be gathering data on how we develop, communicate, and interact, all while keeping their distance. This hypothesis explains why we haven't yet made undeniable contact with extraterrestrial life. Instead of conquering or interfering, these alien observers might view us as a species in the midst of evolution, similar to a nature documentary unfolding before their eyes. It raises fascinating questions about our place in the universe. Are we simply a spectacle to be watched, or do we have the potential to connect with these distant civilizations in the future? Hard to believe, but the U.S. tops millionaires. The United States boasts the highest number of millionaires in the world, a testament to its diverse economy and remarkable wealth generation. As of recent data, there are over 20 million millionaires living in the U.S., driven by factors like entrepreneurship, innovation, and investment opportunities. Meanwhile, China holds the crown for the most billionaires, showcasing its explosive economic growth and technological advancements. The rapid expansion of China's technology sector, with companies like Alibaba and Tencent leading the charge, has propelled many individuals into the billionaire club. This economic dynamic highlights how different factors contribute to wealth accumulation, with the U.S. focusing on individual wealth through millions, while China enjoys new heights with its billionaires. How will these trends shape global economics in the future? Unbelievable effects of Jupiter's gravity on Europa. Jupiter, the giant of our solar system, generates astonishing effects on its moons through its immense gravity. One of the most intriguing moons is Europa, which hides a massive ocean of liquid water beneath its icy shell. This hidden ocean exists thanks to a phenomenon called tidal flexing. As Europa orbits Jupiter, the intense gravitational pull causes the moon's shape to stretch and change slightly. This constant tug and pull create friction within the moon, generating heat. This heat is crucial because it keeps the ocean in a liquid state, even though Europa is so far from the sun. Scientists believe that this subsurface ocean may harbor conditions suitable for life. Imagine a world where simple life forms might thrive beneath an icy crust. Understanding Europa not only helps us learn about Jupiter's impact on its moons, but also opens exciting possibilities for exploring life beyond Earth. What else could be hiding in our solar system's icy worlds? Did you know Edison named his kids after Morse code? Thomas Edison, the genius inventor, had a unique way of showing his love for innovation, even in naming his children. He chose nicknames inspired by Morse code signals, a clever nod to his connection with the telegraph, which was revolutionary in communication. Edison's son was called Dash, a reference to the long signal used in Morse code, while his daughter was nicknamed Dot, signifying the shorter signal. This imaginative approach not only reflected Edison's passion for invention, but also highlighted how creativity can permeate all aspects of life, including family. The telegraph changed the way people connect, and these nicknames serve as a playful reminder of Edison's groundbreaking work. Imagine growing up with such significant symbolism intertwined in your name. How cool is that? What if I told you about the heart of the ocean? This stunning necklace worn by Rose in James Cameron's Titanic isn't just a fictional accessory. It has a fascinating real-world counterpart. The design is inspired by a beautiful piece that once belonged to Louis XIII, the King of France. Known as the Blue Diamond of the Crown, it was legendary for its dazzling beauty and incredible history, captivating collectors and jewelers alike. In the film, the necklace plays a crucial role, symbolizing love, loss, and longing. It represents Rose's connection to her past and her ultimate quest for freedom. By weaving this piece of history into a fictional narrative, Cameron added depth and realism to the film, making it even more memorable. The heart of the ocean captures the imagination of audiences, blending fact with fiction and raising questions about love and sacrifice in times of tragedy. Have you ever considered how jewelry can tell stories? Hard to believe, but sheep outnumber people in the Faroe Islands. This stunning archipelago, located in the North Atlantic, boasts around 70,000 sheep compared to only 50,000 residents. This unique demographic situation shapes daily life for the Faroese, as sheep play an essential role in agriculture, providing meat, milk, and wool. The rugged landscape of these islands is ideal for sheep farming, allowing the animals to graze freely on lush grasses and cliffs. Every year, sheep herding remains a cherished tradition, and their wool is spun into beautiful clothing and textiles that reflect the culture of the locals. Furthermore, lamb is a staple in the traditional Faroes diet, enjoyed in various dishes. With such a significant number of sheep, they aren't just livestock, they're a vital part of the community's identity and economic stability. How fascinating is it that in this remote corner of the world, sheep hold such importance? Guess what ladybugs do when they're in danger? When threatened, these charming little insects can actually bleed from their knees. This unusual response is called reflex bleeding, and it releases a stinky yellow fluid that deters predators. Imagine being a hungry bird or another insect and suddenly being hit with a foul smell. Yikes! The bright red and black colors of ladybugs aren't just for show. They serve as a warning to potential attackers, signaling that they can be toxic. This unique combination of vibrant coloration and their ability to bleed helps them survive in the wild. Ladybugs have learned to embrace this clever defense strategy, showcasing how nature equips creatures with the tools they need to thrive. So the next time you spot a ladybug crawling by, remember that its cuteness might come with a hidden superpower. Isn't nature fascinating? What if I told you about lobotomies in Aegis Moniz? In the 1930s, the world of mental health took a controversial turn when Portuguese neurologist Aegis Moniz introduced the lobotomy procedure. Moniz believed that cutting connections between the frontal lobe and other parts of the brain could reset it, potentially easing severe mental disorders. This bold approach was thought to help patients suffering from conditions like depression and schizophrenia by alleviating the symptoms that tormented them. By 1949, his groundbreaking work earned him the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine, sparking debate and interest across the medical community. However, lobotomies often led to severe side effects, such as personality changes and cognitive impairment, raising ethical questions about the treatment. Today, while we recognize the historical significance of Moniz's work, modern psychiatry focuses on more refined and humane methods to support those in need. Here's a wild fact about our amazing brains. Did you know that the human brain doesn't actually feel pain? It might sound strange, but this is because the brain lacks pain receptors known as nociceptors. Instead, it processes pain signals that come from other parts of the body, allowing it to understand when we are hurt, but it never experiences the sensation of pain itself. This fascinating fact is one of the reasons why neurosurgeons can operate on conscious patients without causing them any discomfort. While the brain is busy processing information, it relies on the surrounding tissues, like the scalp and skull, which do have pain receptors. So when a surgeon makes an incision during brain surgery, the patient can remain awake and alert, chatting, or even listening to music. This incredible capability opens up new possibilities for brain research and treatment while keeping patients comfortable. Isn't it amazing how our bodies work in ways that can seem almost magical? Prepare to be amazed by this laptop upgrade. Imagine being able to multitask like a pro with your laptop. A remarkable device now allows you to connect 3 additional screens using just one USB cable. This means you can expand your workspace and boost your productivity without the hassle of multiple cables or complex setups. Whether you're juggling spreadsheets, video calls, or creative projects, having extra screens can make a massive difference in how efficiently you work. Plus, the screens can be adjusted to your preferred angles, making it easy to find the perfect viewing position. This nifty gadget is perfect for students, professionals, or anyone who needs a little extra screen real estate. Instead of squinting at tiny windows, you can spread out your tasks and have more room to breathe. So next time you're crammed at your one-screen setup, think about how much easier things could be with this innovative device. Are you ready to revolutionize the way you work? Did you know Romans used urine for cleaning? This surprising fact reveals a unique aspect of everyday life in ancient Rome. The Romans discovered that urine contains ammonia, a powerful cleaning agent. They collected urine from public urinals and used it in a process called fueling to clean their clothes. Imagine busy marketplaces filled with vendors selling everything from food to fabrics, while nearby, workers stomped on dirty laundry in large tubs filled with this pungent liquid. This method was not only effective but also showcased how resourceful ancient societies could be. While it might seem odd to us today, the use of urine was a practical solution to keep clothing fresh and clean before the advent of modern detergents. The fulfillment of hygiene needs didn't stop there. The Romans even used urine for whitening togas. This clever use of resources highlights the ingenuity of ancient cultures and reminds us how different life could be in historic times. Can you imagine washing your clothes with something so unusual? Let's uncover the truth about neckties. These colorful pieces of fabric, often seen wrapped around the necks of office workers, seem to have a life of their own. Surprisingly, they serve no practical purpose. Instead, neckties have become a symbol of corporate culture, representing professionalism and authority. They date back centuries, with historians suggesting that their popularity is more about how they look rather than what they do. Originally, neckties were worn by Croatian mercenaries in the 17th century and evolved over time into various styles and materials. Today, you'll find everything from classic designs to bold prints, but their role remains largely aesthetic. So next time you see someone sporting a necktie, remember that it's often about style over substance. Why do we cling to these fashion statements that don't really serve a function in modern life?